Let's do this thing! Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is LJ, and if you're new here, don't forget to click a subscribe button. I'm just gonna ask you right off the bat because who knows if you're even gonna stay here for the whole video. So today I'm going to be responding to some of your guys' questions on my dumpster diving video. This is where a lot of the questions came from because that's the only interesting video I've made on this channel. So that's kind of where all my questions are coming from. But hey, feel free to post questions on any of my other channel or videos. I'm not cool enough to have more than one channel. Feel free to leave questions on any other videos of mine. I won't be mad. And once I get, if I get a collection of 25 questions or more, or maybe even 10, just depending on how awesome the questions are, then I will make a video answering more questions for you guys. So let's just jump right into it. How long have you been dumpster diving for? So I actually don't really dumpster dive that much anymore, but this started last year, right around the time that I uploaded that video. I had only been literally twice or once before I uploaded that video, and that was back before all of the stores started really cracking down and destroying their products, because that was kind of around the time that dumpster diving kind of became a trend, sort of, or it started to come out into the light and people started realizing that they could get a lot of views on YouTube by showing their dumpster diving stuff. And honestly, I don't think I would have posted a video if it wasn't for the fact that they left a note, and I just kind of, something clicked in my head and I was like, I can get a lot of views off this. I'm just kidding. So what's been your best find? My best find so far was probably the Tartelette In Bloom palette that I found, where they pretty much just half-assed destroying that one, and then the little Tarte concealer that I found that I showed you guys, and there was literally one fingerprint in that, and so I was just like, okay, I'll probably use this. But other than that, I haven't really used anything. And then probably that hairspray too, because all I would have to do is go find a little top to put on it, and it's pretty much a full bottle of hairspray, so that's pretty cool too. And then somebody said you should react to hate comments, and I totally will. I'm just not gonna do it in this video because it would be an hour long, and nobody wants to look at my face that long. By the way, guys, if you could do me a solid and pretend you are the most tired you've ever been in your life, if you could just remember that moment and realize that that's how I feel right now. I'm so tired. I got home at 5 a.m. and I have to go to work tonight until 1:30, and that's my decision. I'm totally not mad. I had a great time last night, but I only had 4.5 hours of sleep, so I'm probably gonna take a nap after I film this video. Okay, do you get an adrenaline rush when you dumpster dive, and what happens if you get caught? So yes, I get an adrenaline rush when I dive. Sorry, I can't talk. But that's mainly just because I go at night and the places that I go are pretty close to my work and I don't want anybody to recognize me. And then also what isn't exciting about wondering what you're gonna find? And I'm not even just talking about makeup, I'm just talking about anything in general. One time I went to GNC or something and there was a printer in a dumpster and I couldn't get in there. It was the only thing in the dumpster, in the very middle of it, at the very bottom, the only thing in there, and I just didn't feel like getting in there because I was the box is probably empty or the printer is probably broken, so I'm not even gonna bother. But it's just the what if kind of factor. When you're driving to a location, you're what if there's something really awesome there? And then what happens if you get caught? It really just depends on where you live, and I really cannot stress this enough. Please make sure that you research your city ordinances and make sure that it's not illegal in your area. And I already had so many arguments with several people on my video, but honestly, research it. Don't try to comment on my video and tell me that you know the law for my location when you don't. If you don't live here, you don't know the law. If you want to look it up and show me the article and, in the city ordinance specifically where it states that it's illegal, I will totally listen to that and I will share it with everyone else. But until then, just stop. Would you rather have a dog or cat or kill a dog or cat? Well, I would never kill a dog or cat. I used to go hunting, so that was a thing, but I would never kill a dog or cat or any sort of domestic animal at all. That's terrible. But yes, I do have a dog and I like cats too, so either one, but not killing them. What made you start dumpster diving? And she said that I am new here. Well, welcome to my channel, Victoria. And what made me start dumpster diving? Just the, pretty much the videos that I found on YouTube, actually. And then I saw this article about this guy who made thousands of dollars dumpster diving and then, changing the things that he found and then selling them. So it wasn't he was selling damaged products, but he would find them and then he would fix them and sell them, or he would find them and turn them into something different and sell them. So I mean, it is garbage. It's obvious that it wasn't illegal where he was because he was pretty much put out there on social media and nothing bad ever happened to him. But that's pretty much what made me kind of want to get into dumpster diving and kind of just explore it a little bit more. What's your favorite thing about dumpster diving? P.S. I love you so much. Brandice Coons said that. Sorry if I butchered your name, but my favorite thing about dumpster diving is the adrenaline, like not knowing what you're gonna find. It can be pretty fun if you go with like another person. It's just a nice, I don't know, a nice bonding experience. No, it's just, I don't know, I just think it's fun sometimes. It just depends how tired I am though, because like lately I've been getting off work really late and I just, even though there's stores like right across the street, I'm just like, I don't want to go. Like, I'm so tired, I just want to go home. Which will be probably what I do tonight, honestly. Top tips for people who are wanting to try dumpster diving, please, my top tip is seriously just to make sure it's legal. And also, don't forget to wear closed-toed shoes, sneakers that you want to get dirty, but honestly, boots would be better. So if you could find like some Doc Martens, or even just go to Walmart and buy like the super cheap pair of like lace-up boots to protect your feet. You never know what you're gonna find in a dumpster. Some people could come and like dump their glass in there or their trash, which by the way is illegal to dump your trash in a commercial dumpster, but well, it is in my city at least. But yeah, so just make sure that you are prepared. I would find a hoodie that's preferably not a zip-up hoodie, like a pullover hoodie, a long-sleeved hoodie, even to wear during the summertime, so that, you know, you don't have to worry about getting things like chemicals or anything like that on your on your skin. I would get some reusable latex gloves or non-latex gloves from like Sally's Hair Supply, or, you know, Walmart, or even some disposable ones, but I usually find that the latex ones, they tend to be thicker and hold up a lot better against certain things. And then I would bring like a few towels so that you don't get your car messy, or so that you can put it over the side of the dumpster so it doesn't hurt as bad when you're trying to get in and out. Maybe one of those little claw things so that you can look around without having to get in. It can save you a lot of time. And then also maybe just like one of those little plastic crates that they put like milk in at the grocery store, because that'll help you get in and out of the dumpster too. Also, you want to make sure that you have some good upper body strength, because there's nothing scarier than feeling like you can't lift yourself out of an empty dumpster. So please make sure that before you get into a dumpster that you can also get out of one. What's your favorite place to dumpster dive? I'm new here. Hello, and welcome, Banned Trash. My favorite place to dumpster dive is not Ulta anymore, because honestly, like, I like brand new makeup now. And I mean, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong, like I'm not gonna bash you if you are still going to Ulta and getting makeup from their dumpsters or any makeup store or whatever, but I really like to go to places like Big Lots or Kirkland's. They have like mirrors and things. Like if a mirror is broken, like if the frame is cute, like I'll take it and just make it like a picture frame, you know what I'm saying? Like Big Lots, one time they had like a futon out back and I didn't have a truck at the time, so I was like, damn it, like I can't take that futon. Yeah, so I mean, there's just places like that. Office supply, sometimes they'll throw away like old agendas or calendars or like notebooks, pens, things that they couldn't sell and that they just had to get rid of. Have I ever been bullied? So if you take a look at the comment section of my dumpster diving video, it's pretty apparent that people don't really like me and they have things to say about me. Like one person said that I had acne problems because of the makeup, and like honestly, I have the clearest skin out of all my friends. Like I honestly don't have any issues with it except for the fact that my nose gets dry. And if you're referring to my freckles, these are not acne, they are freckles. So yeah, I mean, people bully me, and I didn't really get bullied a lot in high school. I mean, there was times when my group of friends would kind of like turn on each other and we'd all just kind of like, you know, not get along, but hey, that's high school and that's what happens. So I don't really like to let anything get to me, and I don't really like to give people an opportunity to bully me. So I mean, even though I'm putting myself out there on YouTube, it's different. But yeah, I mean, I'm not really a big target for bullying, but it has happened a few times, but I mean, it's fine now. I just ignore it because honestly, when people bully you, they just want to get a reaction out of you, so I just choose not to give them a reaction. I just don't want them to have the satisfaction of getting a reaction out of me, pretty much.
Can't get no satisfaction out of a reaction.
Okay, what is your favorite emoji? I really love the emoji that's like upside down, the upside down emoji, just because it's so funny. It's just like, it's so sassy and like petty at the same time, and then it just can have a bunch of different meanings depending on the context of like your text or whatever. And then I really love the emoji that's like really awkwardly smiling. I don't know, because that's just me. Like internally, I am this emoji all the time when people are talking to me, especially when it's somebody who's annoying the crap out of me and I want to be nice. This emoji is me on the inside. Can you do a meet and greet soon? I don't know. I don't think that the circumstances really support a meet and greet anytime soon. Maybe in the future when I don't know, if I ever get like, you know, a lot more subscribers, maybe I'll go to like a convention or something and do a meet and greet there. But yeah, right now it's not really on my to-do list necessarily. Okay, so this next person put up a lot of questions, which I really like. What do you think about the Human Genome Project in general? I don't know a whole lot about the Human Genome Project. You know what? Why don't I just look it up? Isn't that just a better idea? Okay, so it says pretty much that it was a study that would study like the DNA of people and how their DNA is constructed, determining the sequence of nucleotide base pairs that make up human DNA, and of identifying and mapping all of the genes of the human genome from both a physical and a functional standpoint. So at the end it says the finished human genome is thus a mosaic, not representing any one individual. The genome of any given individual is unique. So pretty much it's just saying that everyone's DNA is unique, pretty much, or really like looking into that. But honestly, like, I don't know. Part of me thinks that some things are just better left not unknown, like I want to know about it, but there's a certain point where it's just like, okay, we have this information, now what do we do with it? Like, what is this possibly gonna mean for other people and for us? So I don't really know what I feel about it because I don't know a whole lot about it, honestly. But I always kind of appreciate it when, like, people take the time and effort to dedicate their time and effort to answering questions that we have about ourselves and our race and our species and stuff like that. And by race, I mean the human race, so please don't anybody get offended about that. What do you think about tattoos and permanent makeup? I love tattoos. I think that it's kind of cool. It's like having it's like being a walking like scrapbook, I guess, if you choose to have tattoos that mean something to you, and if you don't, I think it's really cool to showcase people's artwork on your body. As for permanent makeup, I think that permanent makeup has become more, not really common, but I think the ways in which we do it is different and probably a little bit better. So for instance, instead of like tattooing just a bold eyebrow, people have taken up like microblading, which is semi-permanent too, so it's not necessarily like a super commitment type thing. And then as for like eyeliner, I never have been a fan of like tattooed on eyeliner or lip liner. I just feel like I would hate to not be able to just be completely makeup free, if that makes any sense. What do you think about deep topics versus shooting the breeze pertaining to YouTube videos? So I don't know, it just depends really. It depends on who's talking about deep topics, and then shooting the breeze, I'm not really sure what you mean by that. I know that's like a metaphor for something, but pertaining to YouTube videos, I know there's been like something where like YouTube has started to ban like controversial topics and stuff like that, but it's because like the internet, honestly, like, I think the internet has seriously, like, ruined parts of society. Like, I don't know. Like, there's just some things that I would love to just not be bombarded with when I get on the internet, and it's not even like a I hate to see this thing or like a phobia type thing. It's just like, honestly, like, things were so much simpler when you couldn't just put up a video and like millions of people could see it, and like race baiting is so much easier now. Like, it's just, I don't know. Things are so complicated nowadays, and it's just like, like the internet is definitely the culprit because it ties everyone together. But without the internet, we wouldn't have so many awesome things, and without YouTube, we wouldn't have a lot of awesome things too, because YouTube is pretty much like tutorial central for a lot of people, and I wouldn't know a lot of the stuff I know if it wasn't for YouTube. And I think that on YouTube, you have to have like a certain level of trust in certain YouTubers, because if you don't, then you could seriously get all your information mixed up. And I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's my answer to that question. Okay, what do you think about different cultures pertaining to their predominant style of makeup? I think that different makeups, like makeup, I think that makeup is really cool, and I think that it's neat how like we all have kind of the same products and stuff, but like the way you apply it is different. I think that's really cool, and I think it's a really great way to express yourself, and I think it's so cool how something as simple as makeup can just like represent a culture, you know what I'm saying? What do you think about the argument that dumpster diving could be a protective form of religious practice to some people with strong beliefs? I'm not sure what religion that would be, honestly. If it fits into any religion, like, I guess that's cool, but I didn't even know about that, honestly. The argument that dumpster diving could be a protective form of religious practice. I mean, it's trash, so I don't see why it shouldn't be okay for people to just do what they want with it, you know what I'm saying? As long as you're not trespassing and, you know, stuff like that. But I mean, it's just trash. Like, I think it's fine. And then Audrey Delgado says, Larissa J! Exclamation point question mark for probably a channel name. And yes, when I did make this video, I was looking for a channel name, but now I'm just pretty much settled on Larissa Joelle. So thank you guys so much for your suggestions and stuff, but unfortunately that was a whole year ago and I couldn't make up my mind on a name, and I just settled on Larissa Joelle because I was like, I'm not trying to confuse people any more than I already have. What's your favorite animal? I really like dogs. I like big cats, like tigers, leopards. I like ocelots too. Oh my gosh, I want a Savannah cat so bad, but I know they're a lot of work and I just don't have time on the plate right now, but maybe in the future I will have a Savannah cat. They are so cool. What is your brow secret weapon, and what is the best single tip you have for new YouTubers? I could really use the view help. Have a lovely day.
You have a lovely day too. Thank you so much.
My brow secret weapon is the Revlon, like, I'll have to post a picture It's Revlon. It's like a brow duo thing. It has the gel on one side, a pencil on the other side, and then I just bought the skinny pencil like 2 days ago, and it's great. And that's honestly pretty much what I'm wearing right now, except for some brow powder from NYX. And I'll show you guys later on if you want to see that. I'll totally post a video and show you guys how I do my brows and stuff like that. I'm not a beauty guru though, so don't have any high expectations for that video. But that's my brow secret weapon, and honestly, it's something, like, it's a product I had seriously been sleeping on. And you are too, probably, if you're not using it. And the best single tip you have for new YouTubers is just to find something that you are genuinely interested in and make videos about that. And if you can't think of anything, then just make videos that are pretty general and pretty vague. Like, you know, you could do a DIY, or you could talk about something in your room that you like, talk about, like, you can go shopping and do a haul or something. Just kind of, you know, make some videos until you find something that you're really interested in. That way you have kind of some videos to fall back on. You have videos under your belt when you finally, you know, find something that you're really interested in. A lot of these videos are pretty much just fillers until I can find my passion and kind of like realize what I want my channel to be, because I still haven't done that yet. I still don't know what I want my channel to be yet. But and then also just realize that a year is really not that long of a time that you think it is. So, you know, if you're trying to do YouTube just to get money, like, honestly, I wouldn't even do it. Be yourself. That's something I'm struggling with too. So just be yourself in your videos, and if you have any more questions, or if you want to be like my YouTube friend or do a collab, like, I'll totally do that. Make sure you just don't like use weird spammy language, because it'll be filtered out of my comments and I won't see it. Or you could just post it to my channel discussion, or you could just find me on Twitter or Snapchat or Instagram and tell me there. Why did you start a YouTube channel? I started a YouTube channel because I was really bored and I didn't have anything to do, and I just figured, like, why not? You know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't have a whole lot of stuff to do, and this looks like it could be really fun. I've always wanted to just be in front of a camera, but I'm not a model and I'm not an actress either, so I was just like, next best thing is YouTube, let's go. And here I am. Okay, so this one says, explain your very first time dumpster diving. And was it that first time that made you want to start doing this for fun? I just found your channel and subbed. I used to dive myself. I never thought about makeup stores. So first of all, I think it's really cool that you started diving at places other than makeup stores, because I feel like that's really where people go first. And then when they don't find anything, they get pretty discouraged. I think that's really cool that you started out not going to makeup stores. And my very first time dumpster diving, I think it was when I was working at Chipotle. There was like a makeup store right across the street, and I was like, I had seen videos on YouTube and I was like, dude, I could totally do this. And I lived like right down the street from it too, so I was like, I'm gonna do this. So I did, and I don't think I found anything the first few times I went, or maybe I did. I think the first time I went, I found that Tartelette in Bloom palette, and I was just really excited. I was like, oh my gosh, I found something. It was so cool. And then I kind of got spoiled with that, and I thought, this is gonna happen every time, and it didn't. It was that first time that made me want to start doing it for fun, just because I was like, who knows what I'm gonna find next time. And then I think more people caught on to it, and now every single time I go to a makeup dumpster, the bags are already torn open and there's already a mess. So it's pretty apparent that it's becoming a lot more popular. And thank you for subscribing, and welcome. I hope my other non-diving videos kind of appeal to you, hopefully. And then the last question is, do you have any siblings, and are you in a relationship? And yes, I do have siblings. However, none of them are like completely blood related to me. On my mom's side, I have 3 brothers and 1 sister, and they live in Texas, and I'm actually going to go visit them at the end of next week. And then in California, I have a brother on my dad's side that I've never met, and I'm pretty sure he has a kid now, so I'm kind of like an aunt, sort of. And then in another town that I live in, or another town like right next to me here, I have a little sister on my dad's side too, and she's about the same age as my sister. She's probably like 15 or 16 by now. But we didn't really have a very good relationship, and she never really came around when I lived with my dad, so she like lives with her mom, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, she's not a bad kid, but she's just really shy, and yeah, so we don't really have a very strong relationship. That'd be cool if we did, because I think it'd be fun to have a sister around here that I could take shopping and stuff. But for now, I'll just have to keep buying plane tickets, which isn't a problem. I love going to Texas. So yeah, those are my siblings. Okay, so there is one more question, and it is on a different video, but it was, why did you stop diving? And I just stopped diving because, first of all, I just don't have a whole lot of time in my schedule anymore to go diving. Diving for makeup just wasn't really appealing to me anymore, necessarily. And then also, I don't know, like I go sometimes still, but it's just kind of like, especially like the makeup part of it, and it's such like a big deal now that like it's not even worth going anymore, to me, at least in my area. Some people have gotten really lucky and like nobody has really caught on to it in their area. There are 3 makeup stores, like the big ones around the area in like a big triangle, and like every single one of them I've gone to in one night, and there's just like their bags are already torn open, like there's like nail polish. The one time I went and there was nail polish everywhere, like literally like 50 bottles of nail polish were dumped out, and it smelled terrible. Like I was like choking on my own, like it was just gross. But yeah, I just don't really have a lot of time anymore. I'm trying to focus on myself and my channel and school and stuff like that, so I just don't have a whole lot of time. But maybe in the future when I have more time I can start going again. Maybe things will die down, but honestly, with the internet being a thing now and YouTube being a thing and a place to put your stories and stuff like that, I really don't see that happening. Okay, well that was the Q&A for my dumpster diving video. If you're curious, wow, it's already up to 652,000. That's crazy. If you have any suggestions for any future videos that you guys want to see, let me know down below, and I'll totally look those over and consider your suggestions. I think that would be super fun. Thank you guys so much for being a part of my channel. Thank you guys so much for almost 3,000 subscribers. Like, that's crazy to me. A year ago I was struggling even to get 50, but even though that wasn't my goal, I was just like, wow, I'm never gonna make it over like 100 subscribers. And thank you guys so much for watching my videos and commenting. I really love to hear you guys' opinions. It just like sort of fascinates me when people are like, oh my god, you're so fun to watch. And I'm like, really? That's so weird. But thank you. I'm so flattered that you guys actually like to watch me. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new here, and I guess I'll see you guys in my next video. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave them below this video. I really hope that I was more chill in this video, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, I've been focusing more on being myself and not being like this like professional, like thinking about what I'm gonna say before I say it kind of person. I just want to be myself on this channel. So hopefully I have achieved that. I'm done talking. I'm done rambling. This is a long video. So thank you guys so much for watching again, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!